From today, it's been 6 months since the SMP was been created, and it's been 2 months since the SMP has been alive. Not many people get on anymore except for a little bit of puppy or the other guy. I don't really know that other guy, but other than that, it's not been a lot going on. It's been very inactive as of recently, and I feel like I've been in the same place before 6 months prior. So I have to see what I can do here. I've tried countless ways to make the SMP good again, but it's been very difficult as a lot of people haven't been online as much, and not much lore has been created. So it's been pretty dry, I must say. I've been recording these messages to really give a message to all the people that see these recordings and try to give light to the situation that is at hand. I have created a new country, obviously, but not much has been created in this country. And not much has been done outside of this country other than a few lore hints, but that's been it. Nothing much has been happening so far. Recordings that I've been putting out to see if anybody ever sees if these recordings ever go out, which I don't think will ever happen. But yeah, it's not been going well, and I fear this will have the same fate as the other SMP that was created before. I don't know why, but over these past few days, a lot of weird stuff has happened over around the SMP. Stuff that doesn't really usually happen, and it all comes from this portal. So I'm gonna have to check on it a few times to make sure everything is all right. This was the house where most of the videos happened in the SMP, but another creature was shown to be located in this very household as well. A guy that claimed to be my uncle. Very odd, but very specific. I'd never seen this guy ever before in my entire life, but claimed to be my uncle out of nowhere. Speak this different language, something that I feared isn't even from this universe. But again, there is no such thing. So I kept trying to find the secret to where this guy was coming from, and I couldn't find it. For some reason, it just never showed up, and we decided to just keep him in this house. And for some reason, he liked me, but nobody else. That's why I was the only one to be able to go into his house. And if anybody else tried to, they'd get killed. So it was very confusing and still a mystery I couldn't solve. These were supposedly the canon lives of every important member at least, in the SMP. Obviously, we had Diamond, Puppy, Dist, me, Legend. All the more important members that really cared about the lore. But again, it didn't matter because nobody was on. So even if they did die, they would just leave and the lore wouldn't go anywhere else. And then an idea struck. Once seeing my name on the board, I once thought about deleting SMP once more. And it gave me an idea. An idea on somehow getting connection with the council once more. Probably trying to find a way to make the SMP good again, make the SMP interesting, so that everyone can get on. Everyone would love to go on the SMP every single time they got on. Everybody would have fun, the SMP can be good again, just like it was in the old days. So, I figured maybe the council is still in this world, still in this SMP, just like the Royal SMP and the Liddy SMP. So, I tried. I got a chest and a book telling all about the council and how, how were they doing and, how the SMP missed them. And I needed a favor and asking, what can you guys do to make this SMP or any other SMP good again? Placed in the chest, and as I put it in the chest and closed it, it disappeared. And I was confused, obviously. I was a little skeptical, but I figured the council probably heard my message. Out of nowhere, it turned day, and then it started raining. I was becoming a little bit skeptical, and I was a little weirded out by this. I figured, were they mad? Were they excited? I didn't understand what the council thought, but I hadn't wrote to them in a while, ever since the Liddy SMP, close to when it ended, so must have been something.